Have you ever wondered why, despite all your efforts, things seem to stay the same or even get worse? What if I told you the secret to transforming your life is not about doing more, but about changing something inside you? Introducing the mirror principle, a powerful concept that can completely reshape your reality. It's not about following complicated techniques or strategies. Instead, it's about how you see yourself and the world around you. The truth is, everything you experience is a reflection of your internal beliefs and attitudes. Imagine becoming the person you've always dreamed of being: a millionaire, a successful entrepreneur, or simply someone who is confident and at peace. The key to manifesting these changes lies within you. By applying the mirror principle, you can turn every situation into an opportunity for growth and success. In this article, we'll uncover how this principle works and show you how to transform your life step by step. If you're ready to make a lasting change, keep reading, because what you're about to discover will change everything.
The trot behind.
The first lesson in this principle is, if you don't change internally, nothing external will change. This is the fundamental essence of the mirror principle. If you master this principle, everything you touch will turn to gold. But to do so, you need to confront your own demons, your own reflection, the things you might not like. If you're truly ready for a significant change, this video is for you. In this video, I'll also share with you a crucial exercise that I still practice today. So, today, let's unravel this principle and see how it can actually change your life. Reality is a mirror that reflects your relationship with yourself and with the world around you, or more specifically, with reality itself, your inner world and your outer world. What do I mean by that? Let's go back to the example of becoming a millionaire. If your relationship with money is that you're incapable of making it, that you're not good at making money, then the mirror of reality will say, "Oh, that's what you believe. So be it. Here's more evidence of why you're not capable of making money." As a result, life will give you more circumstances that confirm your hypothesis and the statement you're making. So, I want you to remember this crucial point. The external world is simply a reflection of the image we hold inside, our internal world. If we take a good look at the world around us, it's clear that most people are increasingly immersed in the frenzy of the outside world, consumed by technology, social media, and the hustle and bustle of everyday life. Many of us have lost connection with our inner wisdom, the inner essence we once mastered. So, let's explore the 4 keys that will help you shape reality according to your desires. When we study the law of attraction, for example, one of the most commonly mentioned ideas is how reality acts like a mirror. What we try to do is manipulate that mirror. The first fundamental key of the mirror principle is to understand that the mirror of reality reflects 2 things: your relationship with yourself and your relationship with the world around you. In other words, what you see in the mirror of reality is a projection of how you see yourself and how you see the world. If you look at yourself and think, "I'm not good enough," the mirror will simply reflect that belief. "I'm not good enough. I can't do this because I'm not good enough." And the mirror will respond, "You're not good enough. Here's more proof of why you're not good enough." The reflection is based on the messages you send to the mirror of reality. The mirror of reality is, in a way, like a loyal friend who is always ready to validate whatever you believe. So instead of trying to directly manipulate the reflected image, we must learn to transform the image we project in front of the mirror. This is similar to influencing someone. When we directly tell someone, "Don't do that," the likelihood of them doing exactly what we've forbidden is high. However, if we choose to motivate and inspire, presenting persuasive reasons to avoid certain actions and explaining the potential negative impacts, the person will be more likely to listen and accept our influence. Our goal then is to influence our world indirectly. The mirror of reality simply intensifies what you say. It will always reflect what you hold to be true in your mind about yourself, your identity, and your worldview. Please remember, this is one of the most crucial keys. Now, the big question: how can we change this? How can we interrupt this pattern and consciously choose what we want? You need to create your own identity and worldview, your paradigm. Let me provide an example to help you understand how to create your identity. First of all, it's essential to become clear about what you want in the long term. For instance, imagine yourself 10 years from now. What's the final picture? What is an activity you see yourself doing every day? What do you have that makes your life a continuous journey of discovery? Ask yourself, who am I being right now? What characteristics and traits do I possess when I'm achieving, having, and doing all of these things? This step is crucial. Next, think about your worldview. How do you perceive the world when you're living this reality? How do you see the world when you're experiencing all of this? Take a moment to bring powerful affirmations to life. First, create affirmations about your identity, how you see yourself. It could be something like, "I'm worthy. I am a magnet for abundance because I carry within me the magic touch of an alchemist." Then, create affirmations that relate to your vision of the world. For example, "The world conspires in my favor. Everything happens at the right time and according to the divine plan." As you dedicate yourself to repeating these affirmations daily and internalizing them, be prepared to witness an incredible transformation. The reality you perceive, the way you see the world, will begin to change before your eyes. Even if what you want seems difficult today, it doesn't mean you won't be able to achieve it tomorrow. Everything takes time, practice, and patience, so respect your time. But also, don't let certain fears stop you from achieving the extraordinary. Take a moment to do this exercise. It has the power to completely revolutionize your life. Now, let's move on to key 2. What you need to understand is that the reflection we see in our material world is formed with a certain delay. Why? Here's why. In our inner world, we can create an image instantly, just by closing our eyes and visualizing what we want. That's how it works in this dimension. However, in the third dimension, the physical dimension, things take a while to manifest due to the inner nature of matter. Matter is dense, and it cannot break the laws of nature to manifest everything instantly. That brings us to the next key. You have to hold on to the belief you've established long enough for your desire to manifest. What does this mean? It means you must remain faithful to the identity and worldview you've created until your goal reveals itself. Whatever you want to become, start by adopting the identity of someone who already is that. Ask yourself, how would that person act? Hold on to that identity for long enough, and something interesting happens. People begin to experience ups and downs. They establish a belief, an identity, expecting their goal to come true, but the result doesn't appear immediately. Then, their mood starts to decline, along with their belief. Once your mood hits its lowest point, suddenly, the manifestation reveals itself. However, when it does, it starts to reflect your previous negative attitude with a delay. Then, what manifests begins to deteriorate again because it's simply reflecting how you felt. This creates a cycle, a kind of wave that emerges in your life, and you can't escape it. You'll experience ups and downs, and there's no avoiding them. The key here is to always remain loyal to the identity and worldview you've created. This is the most effective way to promote significant changes in your life. Now, let's move on to the next key, which I find profoundly impactful and which I practice every day. The mirror of reality does not reflect the nature of your thoughts, but their purified content. Let me explain what I mean. Think about it. If you constantly express dissatisfaction, but there's a deeper content to your dissatisfaction, such as, I hate my dead-end job, I hate my boss, I hate my partner, I hate the bills I have to pay. The mirror doesn't reflect the hate itself. It reflects the specific content of your hate. For example, if you say, I hate the bills, what do you get? More bills. If you say, I hate my job, what happens? More situations arise to increase your dissatisfaction with your job. This is how it works. The more you complain about what you don't have and what you don't want, the more these things will continue to show up in your life. Why? Because the mirror is simply reflecting your worldview and identity. This is the difference between a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset. It's all about whether you see the glass as half full or half empty. The key to applying this in your life is simple. Focus on what you want and on what you already have. To make any change happen, you need to start focusing on the blessings you already have right now. Think about all the progress you've made, the beautiful family you have, the things you already enjoy. Just stop and think. What do I want? What would make my life a real journey of discovery? How does that look? How does it feel? It can be a vague image, as long as you're focused on what you want. And when you do that, When you keep focusing on what you want, the gap between your current life and your desired life starts to close. You begin to push the boundaries of your comfort zone. That's the third key. Now, let's move on to key number 4. The most important key that will change everything forever. The mirror cycle. If you learn to manipulate this cycle, you'll stop being uncertain about what you're doing. You'll literally see reality change before your eyes. It all starts with an observation. What's the backward attitude you had in the past? All the complaints, the negative situations, the unconscious choices you made? That's your present moment. So, when you look at the present moment, like being faced with bills to pay, or a job you don't like, for example, you observe it. But here's the important part. You use this observation to form your new image or attitude. When I say image, I mean the internal attitude, thoughts, and feelings that you present to the mirror. When you form this new image, the mirror has no choice but to reflect it. It will start to form reality based on this new image. But here's the problem. Most people don't change their internal attitude. They just look at the reflection and stay stuck in the cycle. This is an addictive trap. They look at the reflection, remain stuck in their patterns, and think, why does this keep happening again and again? What am I doing wrong? So they try different tactics. Maybe they start a business or try a new strategy. It might work for a while, but then they go back to their old patterns. The problem? There's no fundamental change in their worldview and identity. So, how do you break this cycle? You have to reverse the process. Most people start by observing, then create the image, and finally the reflection. But if you want to become a co-creator, a true creator of your reality, you have to reverse the cycle. I say this because I've been through it myself. When I finally understood this cycle, everything changed. To break the cycle, we start with the image we want to create. We turn our back on the reflection, on looking at our current reality, because we realize that what's around us now was created by decisions we made in the past. You have to realize this, or nothing will change. If I want to shape tomorrow, I consciously choose today. So we start with the image of what we want. When we choose this image and say, this is what I want, the mirror has no choice but to start reflecting it. It won't happen all at once, but little by little, small changes will begin to show up, though there may be a delay. What's next? Instead of just observing, we confirm what's working. Take a look in the mirror and see what's already showing up. When you see the reflection, acknowledge it. Think, wow, that's working. Look at that. If you want more confidence, over time, you'll start to notice people responding to you more positively. If you want to improve something in your work or business, you'll start to see those improvements happening. Your world may still be falling apart around you, but you're focusing only on the things that confirm the worldview and identity you've chosen to create. The more you keep doing this, the more it will turn into something beyond anything you've ever imagined. If you start using these principles, your life will change completely. This is real. This is something I applied in my own life, and it really worked. So I'm passing it on to you. At the very beginning of my spiritual journey, I thought this was nonsense. But when I saw the results, it was insane. Things I wanted started to come to me, even beyond what I had imagined. As we dive deeper into the mirror of reality, we uncover an inner power we often overlook. What we see around us is truly an echo of our beliefs, identity, and worldview. But here's the secret of transformation. Instead of just observing reality, we must shape our destiny with the image of who we want to be and what we want to achieve. As we create this new image, the mirror of reality responds with small changes, slowly transforming itself. The mirror of reality knows no limits. It only responds to what we offer it. Just like the alchemist who turns lead into gold, we can transmute our lives by adopting a mindset of abundance, focusing on what we have and what we want. Ultimately, our journey through the mirror of reality is a search for the truth within ourselves. It's a celebration of our ability to create, innovate, and transcend. I hope this knowledge becomes the flame that guides you on your life's journey, helping you to create the reality of your dreams. As you begin to understand and apply the mirror principle, remember that the world around you is a direct reflection of your inner world. Every change you want to see on the outside must start from within. The mirror principle teaches us that change begins with self-awareness. Transform your thoughts, beliefs, and identity, and watch as your reality follows suit. So, what are you waiting for? Take control of your inner world today and see how your reality changes to match your new vision. The power to create the life you've always wanted is already within you. All you need to do is make the decision to change, hit the subscribe button, and turn on notifications for all videos on this channel.